All right, so we are back. This is part 2 of multiplying, and we're going to work with some binomial examples. So, if you are just tuning in, we are multiplying together, which means we do outsides with outsides and insides with insides. All right, so let's see here. So what I see here, if I'm looking, I gotta be really careful. I see a square root, see a parentheses, and another parentheses. And then I see 2 square roots inside here. Right, so just want to clear that up there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to multiply this in here, and I'm going to distribute it, just like if I had 10 and 5 minus 2x. I would distribute in. I'm going to do the exact same thing with what I have here. Alright, so square root of 10 is on the inside, so it's going to multiply with the other insides. So I would have 5 square root 10 times 5 is 50. Right? And then here I'm going to have the square root of 10 times negative 2, square root 2. So I have the negative 2, and it's going to be multiplied. The square root 10 times the square root 2 would be square root 20. I see that these are not like terms, so I'm going to try and simplify them to see what happens here. So I have 5 and 10, which is 5 and 2. I'm looking for a radical. I have an index of 2, so I'm looking for groups of 2. That would be this one here. Still times that 5 there. So 5 times this 5 here would be 25 square root 2. And then I'm going to break down 20, maybe 4 and 5. Maybe this is 2 and 2. This group of 2 is going to multiply times that one. So I have minus 2 times 2 is 4 square root 5. There's a 5 left over. Those are not like terms, so nothing I can do except end my problem right there. That's the end of my problem. Number 11 is somewhat similar, but we see that we have 2 parentheses. And we know that anytime that we have parentheses, we want to use the box. I'm going to draw a pretty big box, just so I'm really comfortable with how much space I have. Alright, and then I have 3 minus square root 10. So again, doing outsides with outsides, insides with insides. So outside 8 with outside 3 makes outside 24. Outside 8, this is like negative 1 right there. I can think of that as an imaginary 1. So negative 1 times 8 is negative 8 on the outside, and then square root 10 on the inside. Here I have a negative on the outside with a 3 on the outside, makes negative 3, and square root 10 on the inside. And then I have a negative and a negative will make a positive, and then square root 10 times square root of 10 is 10, with the square root of 100, which is also 10. So I'm going to combine my like terms here. So I see that these are like terms right there. So 24 and 10 make 34. And then I also see that these are like terms because they both have the square root of 10. So negative 3 and negative 8 make negative 11 square root 10. Just like that. Go ahead and try the box method for both 12 and 13. And check your answer when you're ready. Thanks.